Hello, and welcome to my series on how to play great songs. Today, I'm going to introduce a new group to this series, The Who. And I'll be giving a guitar lesson on their song, The Kids Are All Right. The Kids Are All Right starts out in the key of D. So you hit a D chord right at the beginning. And you actually just let it ring and sort of indefinitely until the singer starts up with the verse, "I don't mind." And then you do a couple little quick taps on the guitar, or I do anyway, just to kind of simulate the little cue from the snare drum that comes up. Pop, pop. He kind of cues the rest of the band to come in with a little pop, pop on the snare. And so I just, so first you strum the chord. I don't mind, other guys are dancing with my girl. So that's how the first line is. What it is after the little pop, pop, you got a couple of strums on this G, a couple of strums on the A, and then the D again. So the structure of the first verse does it where it's a full measure on D, half measure on G, 2 beats on G, 2 beats on A, and then it repeats that 3 times at the beginning of each verse. So the only time it's kind of different is, at the very beginning you hold this chord. And actually that's what I like to do for the very first chord. Since you have an opportunity to kind of set up your fingering in advance, it's just easy for me to hit this version of the D where you're putting your pinky down on the 5th fret right here. First string, 5th fret. And the rest of the D is just the same as before. 3rd fret on the 2nd string, 2nd fret on the 3rd string. Open D, and you can let that resonate. I don't mind, other guys are dancing with my girl. That's fine, I know I'm all pretty well. Okay, so just to review that part of the verse, you got the intro on D, of course, and then it starts with 2 beats on the G, 2 beats on the A, and then 4 beats again on the D, and then again 2 on the G, 2 on the A, and 4 on the D. And so it does that G-A-D combination 3 times at the beginning of each verse, and then when you arrive at the D after the 3rd time, you just hold that by itself for 2 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 measures of 4/4 on that D right there before you go into the next part, which goes to E minor for a measure, A for a measure, G for a measure, D for a measure. Back to E minor again. 1 measure for each of these. A is next. And then you go to D here. And then A. Then D. Then A again. And each one of those chords during that part of the verse is all held for 4 beats or 1 measure. So, and that's basically the whole verse / chorus combo. And you have two verses to start out the song. So I'll just go ahead and go through all of that again, including the intro here. I don't mind, other guys are dancing with my girl. That's fine. But I know sometimes I must get out in the light. Better that is the first two verses. And then it goes into a little bridge part where instead of going back to start everything again on D, you just hold on A. So the end of the verse ends on this A chord. And for the bridge, you just hold on that A for two more measures just by itself. And then when you get to the part of the bridge where it has the lyrics, you do another two measures on A. I know if I go, things will be a lot better for her. And then it's two measures on the G. And then you just repeat that again. Two measures on A, two measures on G. And then I'll do that bridge for you. Coming out of verse 2. The kids are alright. The kids are alright. I know if I go, things will be a lot better for her. I had things planned, but her folks wouldn't let her. And then you just sort of do a little build up to bring in the next part of the song, which is just going back to verse 1 again. So there's really only two verses. You do verses 1 and 2, and then you do this little bridge, and then you come back to verse 1 again. I don't mind, other guys are dancing with my girl, but that's fine. I know I'm all pretty well. But I know sometimes I must get out in the light. Better leave her behind. With the kids, they're alright. The kids are alright. Okay, so we've done verse 1 again. And right here, before jumping right into verse 2, they have a little instrumental break. Not a full-fledged bridge where there's any lyrics or anything. You just sort of hold on A. And then go to G. So it sounds like it's going to be 4 whole measures on that A before going to 2 measures on the G. And then you reintroduce verse 2, it goes to right there after that. So coming out of verse 1, the second time through. The kids are alright. The kids are alright. Sometimes I feel I gotta get away. Bells chime, I know I gotta get away. And I know if I don't, I'll go out of my mind. Better leave her behind. When the kids are alright. The kids are alright. The kids are alright. And that's the end of the song. You'll notice there at the end of that last verse-chorus combo, I did a couple extra lines. That's how you end it. Just do the kids are all right 2 more times. Just, A and D back and forth. And then that is all there is to the song. Thanks for your interest in my guitar tutorial on this Who song from the early period. Keep a watch on this channel to see what other songs you can learn in my series on how to play great songs.